This is Laura Mafka, aka Rogan Azrime. And in today's video, I'm probably uploading this very late, somewhat in the afternoon right now, but it's whatever. But I want to talk about the urge to give up is becoming more appealing. Now, when your health is pretty much just not going well for you, like my situation right now, and when the people on your job are becoming more aggressive and you just can't seem to get anywhere in your life that is actually good for you. The things that you desire, they have all been turned against you as a weapon. And this is what's so brutal about this type of life, because whenever you try your best to get ahead, something always comes along to just kick you back down 10 steps backwards. And who wants to continue dealing with that type of frustration and pain every day? At some point in your life, you're going to be faced with the question of, is it time for me to give up or not on whatever I'm doing right now? And sometimes, mostly with our generation of Gen Z and millennials, giving up is a very powerful choice, because regardless of how much we try to succeed and impress people and get into a relationship, we were always destined to fail, because we were never meant to exist in this type of world. We were never meant to go through these type of experiences. And now it feels like the movie Final Destination, where life was trying to correct itself by having death get rid of all the passengers that should have passed away on that flight plane. If you guys know the movie I'm talking about, that's exactly how it feels, because it's always like it's something watching over you, making sure that you are not succeeding. And this is why I sincerely believe that whatever created the human species is a very evil entity. There is nothing good within this entity. And all of the good things that we see around us, somewhat, that we would say that is worth living for, such as having love, having understanding, whatever activities like to do, such as playing games, eating food, going for a walk, looking at the sunset, looking at the moon, whatever it is that you like to do that you think is really good, the things I named, right? Even those things can never soothe all of the agony and misery we had to experience being on this planet, mostly because the problem is, when you have negative experiences outweigh the positive experiences, your mind stops growing. You stop becoming more eager to take on life. You become stagnant, because if something's stagnant, then there can be no progression. And this is the problem with people that live our type of lives, where everything is just out to get you, mostly. So you cannot tell me right now that there is not something wrong with our existence as human beings. There is everything wrong with it. And anyone who is grateful to deal with this type of pain every day, anyone who talks about how they love all their struggles because it made them so much better, because they are more loving, they are more understanding, they want to have more people around them they want to connect to, these people are sadly brainwashed, and they have a attached mindset to a poisonous hope that they still have not resolved of getting rid of in their mind. And we will forever be around people like that in our society. The only thing we can do is not become infected by these people, because it's very contagious. Hope is that false hope that people want you to idolize so much and say that things are actually possible. They want you to become infected with that, because they understand that will keep you behind. That will keep you unaware of what's going on around you. And I'm here to tell you, there are so many dark and evil forces that want us to stay stagnant and want to torture us. Okay, it's always been like that since we've existed, and it's going to stay like that when we are gone from this planet. The only thing we can do right now is try to get ourselves out of these situations with whatever energy we have left in us, and it's not easy at all, because you're going to have everyone testing you. You're going to have family members leaving out your life. You're going to have people trying to break your heart on purpose. They're going to try and lie on you and set you up for some type of scheme. This is the type of stuff that happens to you when you become more aware of how evil this world is, when you become more aware of how sick people are. And the only way you can avoid people like that, who will want to make you give up on life even more, They will drag you down into the abyss of just defeat, and you will want to give up so quick because of them. The only way you can avoid people like that is having hardly any type of contact with other human beings. And I understand that may hit a lot of people hard, but you have to understand what we're dealing with here. This is a war for your mind. This is a war for your emotions. This is a war for your soul. So everything around us is being turned into something that is hazardous to our safety, something that is hazardous towards our well-being and our identity. So you can not sit here and tell me that there is some type of greater purpose to being here on this planet. There isn't. This place is a trap. This place is not good whatsoever. And the people that you see talking about, we got to continue the human race. We got to make sure there's more bloodlines down the line to build humanity up and evolve more. These people are insane. They want us to keep having this feeling of giving up because they understand that's what feeds the system. That's what feeds all of these negative entities around us. And even when it comes to trying to get yourself out of that feeling of not wanting to give up and continue trying to strive for better, even that is used as a weapon against you. It's like you're in a room that is just closing in on you at all directions. All walls are just closing in on you. And we have people out here telling us that we have to continue going because if not, that'll make us losers. That'll make us quitters, and that'll make us a bad example for other people, especially younger people who are coming up. Because notice, that's where it starts. When we're young, when our minds are more like a sponge and we're acceptable to more things subconsciously, that false hope gets instilled in you. You wanting to talk to that person because you think they'll love you, that's instilled in you. You wanting to go after that job continuously even though they keep rejecting you, that has been programmed into you. Now you have to find ways to unlearn the spells that have been taught to you. And this journey of trying to undo of all of that stuff, it is going to be some deep shadow work that you have to do, man, because there are many people out here that want to see you more lost than ever. And they will make sure they continue to victim shame you, because notice, when you're the person that's hurting, who do they always say that should always make a change? They always say that you should make the change first. You should be the person that's trying to be more of a better and righteous and mature person whenever you get done wrong by someone. And the reason why people say things like this is because they understand that this can be used as manipulation. If I get this person to think that by being good, there's some type of blessing at the end of all of their torment, then I can keep this person subjugated into a mind state of ignorance. I can take everything from them at will. I can get them to think that whatever deal I try to get them to believe about their health getting better from whatever supplement I want to give them, I can get them to believe by my dating advice, I can get them a woman, all as long as I tell them it's their personality, it's the way that they're carrying themselves to a reason why they can't get anyone. As long as I can turn them into someone who is dependent on my advice, I can use them to be a weapon for my ideology. And I can destroy them whenever I want to because I no longer have any use of that person. Man, my voice is starting to crack because I'm so congested right now, as you guys can hear. But even right now, as I'm going through this suffering with my health declining still somewhat, the manipulation is at an all-time high with people. And we are going to continue to see the worst from people. Never believe people who are too nice, because a person that is very nice, that's a person that you should never want to be around. And people may say, why would you say something like that? That's a person who's giving off good energy. No, a person like that has a secret agenda. A person like that is trying to get you to believe that they're trustworthy when in reality they're not. No one is ever that nice that tells you everything you want to hear. You can't be around like people like that. And you have to learn that a lot of times in life, the things that we were taught, these are things that were put in our lives to hold us back on purpose. And we are going to have many moments in our life where the veil is going to constantly be just uplifted off our eyes. People, as I said before, who don't want to have us in a state of awareness, they don't want us to be fully understanding of what's going on. These people are going to continue being in our society. And we cannot place ourselves around these people. We must separate from them much as possible. And I hope you guys are all doing well. I have to end the video here because I am very sick right now. My nose is running and everything. I hope I did get the information out to you guys the best way I can, because this life is just total suffering, dude. Next thing you know, everything could be okay, and then a day before that, or within hours or seconds, your life can be totally altered by something traumatic and just devastating happening to you. And this is all put in the program of life on purpose to keep us as docile slaves to this matrix we live in. But you guys take care. Like and subscribe if you're new. Tell me what else you guys want me to elaborate on in the comment section. I highly appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. And like I always tell you guys, stay away from the modern woman. Thank you.